The lock mate is one of the more rarely used mates in SOLIDWORKS, but that doesn't mean you won't come across a situation where you might need to use it. What it does is, it locks two components in place relative to each other. It keeps the distance and angles between the two parts intact, basically letting you move the two components together as if they were one rigid component. Now, this is different than right-clicking a component and setting it to fixed. While a fixed component cannot be moved at all, a lock-mated part will simply lock its position with respect to the part it's mated to. Here, I have a linkage system. These linkages are all individual parts. It can get somewhat awkward moving the linkage since all the parts are free to move. If this was a subassembly, you would have the option of having SOLIDWORKS treat it as either rigid or flexible. But since these are all individual parts, I'll use the lock mate instead to show you how it works. I'll launch the mate tool from the shortcut bar by pressing the S key on the keyboard. I'll pre-select the lock mate icon and choose the two components in the graphics area. Finally, I'll click the green check and the two components are locked with respect to one another. Now I can move either one of the components and both components will move at once as if they were a single part. Now if you want them to move freely again to adjust their position, you can suppress the lock mate, move the components, and when you unsuppress the lock mate, they'll be locked in the new position.